Hey guys, what's going on? Cleo back here today for episode 6 of Tank Talks, and I'm happy to bring you one of my favorite tanks tier for tier, the tier 9 German heavy tank, the E-75. Now today I'm in platoon with one of my good buddies, Koenig Hussar, who you all know as PJM4226 from episode 5. He changed his name right after that battle. He'd been waiting to do it for a while. Now we're matched up against a platoon of Void players and their T95s. So this is a pretty interesting setup, and also Veyron Edge, you'll see in chat, he's a former FAME member, now at Foe. So I know he's also an extremely good player, so we definitely have to carry our own weight in this one. So I'm going to drop down into the Canal, trying to spot up the heavy lane, so meaning if anybody comes this way, my own heavy tanks will have shots into their sides as they push up and will have a health advantage once they reach the apex of the hill. Now, the enemy team is playing it smart. With their lineup, it doesn't make much sense to come over here. Their only real heavy tank is the E-6 as the 5120. It's more of a medium than a heavy in all sense. So I'm going to push around. And now I know that I'm the apex of the formation right now, and all my guys are going to be spread up here. So I'm going to try and spot up for them and give them a few targets to shoot at. I'm going to poke this ridgeline, trying to see if I spot anybody, and I managed to pick up the E-6 as he's moving across. But I'm immediately going to pull back once I'm spotted, simply because they got 4 tank destroyers, and that's not a fight I want to pick at long distance. Now I'm going to pull down for 9 seconds to reload. Sorry, not to reload, to reset my camo. Now I notice that a tree has fallen over there. You see me angle up more towards that, seeing if I can pick up a spot, but I got those barrels in my way. I get spotted once again, so what that tells me is the only way that I could have been spotted, the direction, is right through here. And I'm guessing they got 2 T95s right here, and that is completely confirmed by our M46 Patton, who decided to rush the tortoise that got spotted. So I missed a shot at the 704 there, but thankfully we push him down off his bridge, so that could have been a crucial shot. If I rolled high, I could have cleared him. So I know where the T95s are, and I know that this building's going to offer me some good protection, so I'm going to push up, side scrape off of it, and put a nice shot in the tortoise there. Unfortunately, our T69 and RU didn't get the memo that there are 3 camping TDs in an auto-loading tier 9 heavy tank that has a combined 1200 alpha just sitting there waiting for them. So we immediately go down 0 to 3. Our T95 is going to bring it back to 1-3. But at this point, we're in a very bad position. We've lost all our vision, which was our main advantage over a TD heavy team. And we're basically spread out at this point. So with the E-6 spotted, the T95 calls for help, and I'm going to try to push down. Unfortunately, I thought I was unspotted there, meaning I thought I was fine to simply just turn around the height I was. That was a mistake. I got lazy. I should have pulled down the hill before I turned to my right, and I lose over 1/3 of my health to pay for that. So, but a good shot by the T95 into me. But I know that the T95s are still there by that shot, meaning that they're going to have a hard time getting to this position simply due to their low speed. I'm going to push up here with my platoon mate as we're in Discord, and we both agree to push to the side. I missed my shot. That's going to bounce off the E-6's frontally angled armor there as he was pulling around the corner. My platoon mate gets a nice shot in. Unfortunately, I'm going to get a glitch. Once again, when I press the fire button, it snaps my camera around, meaning my gun traversed to the left and my shot hit the building. So I'm going to wait. I know that 5120 has played very aggressive, and I'm going to be looking for him. As he comes across, I call my platoon mate, and both double tap the 5120, bringing the scores level at 3 to 3. And now at this point, I know this is where we got to push and gain an advantage. The T95's going to put one into the E-6, and I'm going to see his lower plate exposed as he turns the corner. And I slot one in. He comes around. I purposely over-angle my left side armor here, trying to bait a shot into it because he thought he had a good penetration chance there. But at the last second, I snapped to my left, hoping to catch it on my track and get the auto ricochet, and that works. I push around the corner and clear him, trying to save my T30's round there. That was on purpose. And now we have the T95s in front of us. So I'm going to try and push out to the right to extend our battle line, as I don't want to get into a side scraping fight with the T95 when my APCR is basically a 50-50 penetration chance on his lower plate, or I have to snipe a cupola, which is pretty lucky at this distance. So our T95 is simply getting outgunned right now. He doesn't have the mobility to fall back, so he gets cleared, but he's had a good game up to this point. I put one into the side of the T95, and my platoon mate is going to rush around, but he's going to take a beating for it, as the Object 704 and the T95 both hit him for high alpha damage there. I try to hit the roof of this T95, but Thankfully, the other dead Void player is going to cover my retreat, but I'm not paying attention to that. The object 7-4 has relocated, and I don't angle my lower plate enough to pick up a bounce, and so he's played very well up to this point. It puts me down to 400 health. The T-95 clears my platoon mate. Now at this point, I'm thinking I got to be cautious. I need to clear the 704 before I engage the T-95. Unfortunately, the 5120 decides it's a great idea of just YOLO, but I'm actually going to use this as bait, and I get a good shot into the lower plate of the 704, making his battle come to an end. My 5120 has paid pretty dearly for that rush on the T-95, and he's done 0 damage and lost 1,000. So being a one-shot, I was waiting for the T-95 to turn. I put one right into his back, and I'm going to ram him because I know I'm heavier and I'll have that downward speed. Unfortunately, he's going to do very well to scrape me off of this hill, but I'm almost going to side scrape. If you watch right here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my front left track against his front left track and make sure that when he tries to take a shot, right there, I basically side scraped off of his front left track, meaning that I got a bounce. I'm going to load the APCR, try to get the automatic pin, but I get greedy wanting to not have the alpha reduction that happens when you switch to premium rounds. And I end up bouncing off his side. I'm going to pause it again. The AMX 5120 just bounced an HE round by the T-95, so he gets extremely lucky. And again, this T-95 player gets pretty unfortunate, but the 5120 has pinned 0 rounds against this guy since he's decided to rush down into the hill. I put one into the rear of the T-95, and I managed just to get up behind him, and this pretty much spells the end for the Void player, and I put one right into the rear to end the game. So this was a very intriguing game, as I thought both platoons played extremely well. Me and my platoon mate in the T-30 were able to rotate to the right side. We cleared the IS-6, we cleared the 5120 very effectively. We used Discord to make sure we were all on the same page. The Void players got to the right position, they sniped us very well, they used their tank basically to the most effectiveness and neutralized everybody up until the end, where I was able, in my opinion, just to outplay the guy, I think, get a lucky bounce. So for those wondering, I absolutely love the E-75. It's by far probably my favorite tank tier for tier. I don't think it's the strongest, but I feel like with my playstyle, it definitely suits me more. When you come up against tier 8 tanks, you can almost sit out in the open and just put it at a 25-30 degree angle, and they're going to struggle to pin even your lower plate. You can side scrape against any tier 9, any tier 10 tank, even the 183. I bounce rounds off the side in my upper plate pretty consistently if you know what you're doing. So although I didn't get to show off the side scraping ability of the E-75, you saw a few times I was able just to use the armor there, where it just came through for me, and that's what happens with the E-75. It's also got a pretty good gun. The Alpha stacks up damage pretty nicely, so all around, I love the E-75, and I highly recommend it to anyone who's struggling with heavy tanks. It's a good pickup. It forces you to learn side scraping, forces you to learn how to use your armor properly, and it gives you a good gun that won't fail you. So in the end, I pick up a first class in this game, 3,900 damage approximately. So I was very pleased with my contribution against some very good players on a Canal map that doesn't normally suit heavy tanks pretty too much. So I know I'm rambling on a bit here, so I hope you guys did enjoy the video. You guys will like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. But if you want to see your replay here featured on the channel, click the Discord link down below. It'll go to the famed clan server. And then we have a whole replay system set up where you can send your replay into my email along with a screenshot of the battle results. And then you guys can have your replay featured here if it's good enough. So I hope you guys enjoyed once again, and I hope to see you guys in battle real soon.